EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
On the run, this is Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. Down to the 25. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright? Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On play action, it's Brady. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. Swings this out for Hunt. Touchdown! Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So pass interference the call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The official's letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Change it. Coming for the son. I'm coming for the son. Yeah.
From the 29, Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. 7-7, our score after one. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Second and 20. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Brady. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's got his big tight end here. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time on the catch and run. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. They'll roll him out right. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Mayfield. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his prime.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that challenge, a successful one. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's 4th down. And Zuerlein's kick is good. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. On the return is Henderson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuff, Dan.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And down to the 11. A big play there just before halftime.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be gained, but all for naught on the penalty.
Feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Here's Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The defense will spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Those two have hooked up for a touchdown. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Brady now on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Malik McDowell gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Brady. Under pressure, they got him again. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. On the return is Henderson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And, Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. On the return is Henderson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
No, we changed it. No.
This time Jackson will throw it. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
It's saying they paid me. I do this for
20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Tucker with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Mike Ford. You got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Mike Ford. Mike Ford. Man out.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And some room to work. Escapes the defender. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Jackson. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Wide.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he goes out right around the 39.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Going deep for Diggs. It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
To start the drive, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
25, check 25, check 25. Jump.
First down and more for Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tyree Jackson, 42 yards. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th-quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been on this league for a while. Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Mayfield now. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine?
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. Play fake. Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Devon Hamilton picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.